What if I told you one of the biggest superheroes in the world was once a man who couldn't even control his own life, a man who lost everything, fame, money, respect, and almost a future, but then rose again to become one of the most powerful comeback stories in Hollywood history. This is the unbelievable journey of Robert Downey Jr., the man who turned rock bottom into a launch pad. Robert Downey Jr. was born on April 4th, 1965, in New York City, into a creative but deeply complicated family. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an experimental filmmaker, and his mother, Elsie Downey, was an actress. Art surrounded him, but so did chaos. At just 5 years old, Robert appeared in his father's film Pound. This was his first step into acting, but something far more dangerous entered his life too: drugs. Shockingly, his father introduced him to marijuana when he was just 6 or 8 years old, saying it was a way for them to bond, a moment that unknowingly started a battle that would follow him for decades. By 16, Robert dropped out of school, determined to chase acting full-time. The young actor moved to pursue his dream, and the 1980s quickly made him a rising star. Movies like Weird Science and Less Than Zero turned him into one of Hollywood's most exciting young talents. But fame came with a dark shadow. Behind the cameras, addiction was growing stronger. Cocaine, heroin, alcohol, the same lifestyle he portrayed in Less Than Zero, was slowly becoming his real life. In 1992, Robert delivered a performance of his life in Chaplin, playing the legendary Charlie Chaplin. The role earned him an Academy Award nomination. Critics called him brilliant. Hollywood saw a superstar, but addiction doesn't care about talent. The 1990s became a storm of arrests, court cases, rehab programs, and jail time. He was caught with drugs. He disappeared for days. He broke probation again and again. The industry slowly stopped trusting him. Even when he tried to rebuild a career with the hit TV show Ally McBeal, addiction pulled him down again. He was eventually fired from the show, and many studios labeled him uninsurable, meaning no one wanted to risk hiring him. This was rock bottom. His career gone, his reputation destroyed, his future uncertain. But sometimes the lowest point becomes a turning point. In 2003, Robert made a decision that changed everything. He committed to real sobriety, not temporary rehab, but a complete life transformation through therapy, martial arts, meditation, and relentless discipline. Then something else changed his life forever: love. He met producer Susan Downey, the woman who would become his wife in 2005. She supported him, but also set strong boundaries. Their relationship became one of the pillars that helped him rebuild his life. Another key supporter was actor Mel Gibson, who stood by him when many others walked away, even helping him return to acting with the film The Singing Detective. Slowly, Robert Downey Jr. began climbing back. Then came the moment that changed cinema history. In 2008, director Jon Favreau took a risk that many studios doubted. He cast Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in Iron Man. The reason was simple: Tony Stark was a genius billionaire who destroyed his own life and then rebuilt it. Just like Robert, the movie became a global phenomenon, launching the legendary Marvel Cinematic Universe. Suddenly, the man Hollywood once rejected became its most valuable star. Over the next decade, he became the face of Marvel, starring in multiple blockbuster films and becoming one of the highest-paid actors in the world. But the real victory wasn't fame. It was transformation, from addiction to discipline, from prison to global success, from rock bottom to redemption. In 2024, Robert Downey Jr. completed another incredible chapter, winning an Academy Award for his role in Oppenheimer, proving once again that true comebacks are possible. Today, he is a family man, a respected actor, and living proof that your past does not define your future. Because sometimes rock bottom isn't the end of the story. It's the place where the strongest comebacks begin. And Robert Downey Jr. reminds us of one powerful truth: your willpower is your arc reactor. Light it up and become unstoppable.